Coming up on Movie Buff this week, we speak to Peter O'Toole about his role in new comedy Dean Spanley and catch up with Alien playing Keanu Reeves.
It may be one small film for man, but it's one giant movie for mankind. Yes, Keanu Reeves' new movie, The Day the Earth Stood Still, will be the first feature to be beamed into deep space, but more about that later. Starring alongside Keanu is Jennifer Connelly in the remake of the 1951 sci-fi classic, which film bosses are obviously hoping little green men will enjoy just as much as us. Back on Earth, however, if you do want to know what it's all about, don't ask Mr. Reeves.
The first film was, dealing with the Cold War, violent expansionism, the atomic bomb, and we're dealing with kind of man's relationship, the human species relationship to the planet, the other species that we share the planet with.
Yep, about as clear as mud. Thanks, Keanu. Jennifer, on the other hand, thinks it's a lot more light-hearted than all that.
I think first and foremost we wanted to make an enjoyable film. We wanted to make a fun movie that would be exciting and, a good time at the movies.
The movie sees Reeves play an alien who travels across the universe, warning all living things about a catastrophic global meltdown. He then sets off on a path to defend the future of the planet, even if it does mean the end of the human race.
I represent a group of civilizations.
What were you before you were human?
It would only frighten you.
Why have you come to our planet?
Your planet?
Yes, this is our planet.
No, it is not.
Will Smith's 10-year-old son Jaden is also in the movie, and despite playing a mere human, he's still got a lot of coaching from his mum and dad.
Well, the advice that my parents gave me from acting is you just gotta keep it real and just be in the moment when you're in the moment.
Now back to the technical part. The film will make history as the first motion picture to be transmitted into deep space. The movie will be beamed to a star system more than 4 light years away from the sun. It's hoped any intelligent species who may be orbiting will be able to pick up the signal for the film in the year 2012. You won't have to wait that long though. It's in our cinemas this weekend.
If you die, the Earth survives.
Take an early 1900 clergyman with an open mind on reincarnation. Give him a sniff of a fine wine and you've got the gist of Dean Spanley. It's the story of a father and son who come to an understanding as the Dean reveals memories of his previous life as a dog.
He was transported to this other place. To the role of master and dog. What is the fellow on about?
The comedy drama starring the legendary Peter O'Toole explores the relationships between father and son and master and dog, and is based on a book by the classic fantasy author Lord Dunsany.
One of the most unusual scripts I've ever read, and I love comedy. And this is a sophisticated comedy on a high level. Very funny. And I'd not heard of Lord Dunsany for about 50 years. I remember when I was a young man reading things about him. I'd not heard of him. Heard of Alan Sharp, who wrote the script and brilliantly wrote the script. But based on Dunsany's work. No, I'd not come across anything quite as funny and as interesting and as different, unusual.
This year, the film became the first New Zealand production to ever get its premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival and has got positive reception so far, with particular praise for 8-time Oscar nominee O'Toole.